Good evening, Miss Sassy.
What up? What up? Mute your mic for me. What up, y'all? How you doing? Hey, Jerome, how are you? First on the panel, first to click the link. Good Lord, boy.
Yeah, I get excited when you come on.
Well, good. I'm glad because I'm gonna need you today. We got some tough topics that we need to discuss today, and I'm just like, I'm in Texas, and it's crazy out here. The weather, as you can see, is pretty bad. Lots of flooding, some life loss. You know, I got relatives. My dad is in Port Arthur, so I know their slam. We haven't heard from him yet, so sending wishful good vibes towards him. I actually think this weather pattern was set to hit us for the eclipse, but they ain't work it out right, you know?
Yeah, they was a little bit too late with them chemtrails, right?
Yeah, they were, but they tried it, you know, they tried it, and it's really sad how they do us, you know. But you know, I'm safe and sound. I'm in Killeen, which is about 45 minutes from Austin. And so far it's been raining, minor flooding in certain places. I know Houston is underwater and you know, getting hit pretty hard. And it's a strange thing that's happening. To my understanding, we haven't had a hurricane of this type for so many years now. In Texas, it's pretty remarkable that this has occurred, and I by no means think that it was a natural occurrence. Even if it was, I think that they, you know, kind of helped it along.
Yeah, I got kin folks. I got a lot of family. Remember we was having that discussion that's in Killeen, and they just so happened to be luckily my cousin was getting married, so they was all here yesterday. As a matter of fact, we in Birmingham, Alabama. We was having the reception, and you know, cause my cousin got married crossing the water in the Bahamas, I think it was, but she got married anyway, and they was all here except for my cousin, and she's in San Antonio. So I've been keeping in touch with her to make sure that she's okay. But yeah, Colleen and Austin and all that, you know, I stroll down that area strong.
Yeah, yeah. It's a nice area. It's always expanding, doing different things. It has a lot of things to do, but it's pretty big. So, you know, it's like 8 hours just to get out of Texas in some areas. uh, I recently went to Oklahoma, you know, to play in a tournament. So it took minutes to get there. So it's really not 8 hours. It just seems that way. If you're going to cross, you know, either to Louisiana or to the right of you going towards Arizona, Cali area, it takes forever to get out of the state.
Oh, I
But
already know, man. Yeah.
you get to see a lot. You get to see the stars. You get to see big old moons and suns and different stuff like that. So let me say hi to everybody who has joined us so far in the chat. It looks like we have Cat's Eye. What's up, sweetie? Individual One, how are you? We got Charm Pair. Charm Fear, I'm sorry, she was the first in the building. D-Bats up, family. We got MG Gaines in the building. George Garcia, of course. We got J Rezi. We also have FPV Angel. And if I forget anybody, I apologize. Y'all know how the chat be. It's slow now, but I'm pretty sure all the trolls will try to show up. You know, we ain't gonna jinx it though.
Nah, we
So,
don't want them, period.
no, we definitely don't. I'm not doing that. Put the link in the chat. If they want to get on the panel, you know, if they're not already my friend on Hangouts, they can email me and I'll give them the link. But other than that, I'm not going through what I went through last week with the whole, you know, PMARS getting the link and getting in and then emailing me talking about, if I just wanted to join. No, you don't. You want to cause disruption, which is what you tried to do, but it ain't work. So today we're going to discuss 3 different topics. We're going to talk a little bit about the eclipse itself and some thoughts that I've had on that. We're going to talk about the right of self-determination, which was a private group that I was invited to about starting a community. So we're going to discuss that. And then we're going to talk about quantum realms, dimensions, and their relevance in today. As I see fit. So what I wanted to talk about was the eclipse itself. It's been some time now, and I've been doing a lot of studies on ancient cosmology, as well as listening to a lot of lectures by some well-known flat earthers and truthers. And they've discussed a wide range of topics, which has allowed me to grow in knowing the cosmology of the ancients and today, how it relates to what is actually going on and how the elite have been able to control the narrative thus far, because we are so dumbed down and so ignorant to the stars. And we have part of it to blame ourselves, and then the other half, the vast majority of it is because of the deception of the elite and them having a power over us by keeping the true power, which is knowledge, away from us and keeping it for themselves, which is totally evil. But I tried to film the eclipse the best that I could, considering that I was at work and I had time constraints as well as other restraints in being able to record it. I could only use my laptop and my cell phone. And but most importantly, I use my naked eye. So were you able to view the eclipse at all?
Oh yeah, not only did I view it, I got good pictures and I got some good video, and I also got some pictures of what appeared to be a sun behind the sun. And it was very interesting, man. It was a very spiritual moment for me. Everybody was all wild and crazy that it was around me and like, ooh, look, look, look. But to me, it was more of a spiritual moment. You know, it was a lot of energy that I tapped into that I don't know if everybody else saw or if you saw, but it was very interesting, and I did get some very interesting video.
Good, good, good. Have you shared it yet? Processed
No,
it?
no, I haven't. I really haven't, but I am going to, and I think I'm going to include that in my first video. But no, I haven't really let it out to anybody yet.
Uh-huh. Okay. So you know, how I recorded and everything, I didn't really get to catch it up close because of the recording. It's limited. These type of cameras don't have white light filtering on them, so you can't really view it in the nakedness without the shine around it. But what I was able to see with my own eye was that partial 60 eclipse, and it was beautiful. It was eye awakening. It actually transformed my reality, and I received downloads from the eclipse itself, and I was able to gain a lot of knowledge that I didn't have before, and it's just been ever expanding ever since the eclipse. I really experienced something supernatural because I was open to the experience in the first place. I once it was that time, I got away from everybody, went across we have like a drive area. I went across that and put my feet in the earth and began to offer myself to Mother Nature and affirm it, Mother Nature, dedicate myself for the good of all. And it was almost instantaneous. I felt like a warmth. I felt like I was in tune with Mother Nature, that she was hearing and she was listening to me, and she was confirming that reconnection that I had with Mother Nature that day. And ever since then, my third eye has been opening, and it's really different. If you're not ready, you can like stunt it, like you can really shut it down. But because I'm open to it, it's really showing me who I am besides my physical form. It's opening me up in a spiritual way to where, like, if I close my eyes, I can actually still see things that I couldn't see before. And it seems really weird. It seems very like it's like a miracle, but it's not really a miracle. I can't really say it's something that happens in the ethereal realm. But the more that I practice it, the more it becomes apparent. Like you see, but it's not clear for me yet because I haven't practiced it enough. And it does kind of make my brain hurt from the inside. Have you tried anything with your opening your third eye or experienced anything since the eclipse?
I have experienced more lucid dreaming. Um, you know, the dreaming has increased, and that I think when you lucid dream, it's more of a personal thing because you already condition yourself before you go to sleep for lucid dreaming. I think it has been easier for me to lucid dream, but other than that, I haven't really experienced anything else. What I can say on this is that I'm a CT tech, X-ray tech. I work in the hospital, and lately I have been paying attention to the part of the brain that we know as the pineal gland. And I have to say, several people that I scan has a calcified pineal gland. I would love to scan your pineal gland to see if it shows up, because a lot of people think they hey, I got a connection, and it would just be interesting to see, because like I gotta say 80% of the people that I scan, it shows up. If it doesn't show up, that means it's not calcified. If it does show up, that means that the X-rays are bouncing off of it and it is calcified. So I just something just told me, hey, pay attention to the pineal gland. And I did, and it's been crazy, man. I gotta say a good 80% of the people that I scan are calcified, But I have been increased my lucid dreaming since the eclipse.
Cool. I on one of Bro Sanchez's shows, I didn't realize I had asked him the question, what if you don't dream? Because I hadn't been dreaming for so long that I forgot how to dream or how to even be open to that. And he said, you always dream. You may not be aware or you may not remember them, but you're always dreaming. And I thought it was odd because I didn't want to press the issue, so I didn't talk about it anymore. And like 2 days after the eclipse, I had an astral experience, and for whatever reason, I woke up and I wrote it all down. I actually have it on a paper here. Where is it?
Wow, that's interesting.
Yes, I wrote it all down.
Have you had anybody to read those for you? I mean, have you told someone
Oh,
who reads dreams?
No, I haven't. And I even wrote down what I was wearing. I could tell you who I came in contact with, even though I didn't know really a lot of them. I had some feeling that it was family or another life that I had experienced. And I put it out on Facebook to ask other spiritual guides if they knew what I should be doing with it, whether I should share it or it would go away, or if I should try and interpret it myself, or if I should, you know, catalog it and just try to manifest what I think I got out of the dream, what the interpretation was, try to manifest it in my life today. But I didn't really get a response because I'm not really into that whole network of spiritual gurus and spiritual teachers and things like that. There's a lot of them that I listen to, but none of them really I haven't gotten to the material that speaks on lucid dreaming, astral projection, and quantum dimensions and realities. So it's something new for me. It's eye-opening, and now when I go to sleep, I'm looking to dream. I'm actually opening my mind to be able to dream, to recall. What I'm actually going to do with those, I don't know. Because for me, being an empath, being a clairvoyant, being a vessel, being a channel I've always known that since I was 13, but I locked that away because of Christianity. And so I'm getting back in touch with it, and it's like flooding me all at once. So I'm just trying to take baby steps as I go. And but I haven't seen the moon, maybe because of the weather. It's bad right now here.
Now, I saw the moon for the first time yesterday. It was maybe three quarters, not full, but it wasn't new, but it was probably I want to say a quarter moon, and it's up now. As a matter of fact, it's a little under a half,
Mm.
and it's very interesting. You know that I couldn't see the moon for a good while after the eclipse. And it was like, wow, where's the moon? Where's the moon? It was just pitch dark outside, and it was like crazy. But we had this discussion tonight on Dre's panel, and they were saying it was interesting, but saying that it should be under the moon. The airplane should move slower than the atmosphere around it. But we'll talk about that. Hold on one second.
Can you guys hear me now? Okay. You guys should be able to hear me. What I was saying was that I wanted to know if anyone else had experienced anything like what I've experienced with the lucid dreaming, astral projection since the eclipse. I'd love to hear some of your stories because I know that we were all aware and awakened and receptive to this eclipse. And I feel that a lot of individuals who are spiritually inclined, like I am, I'm a Sagittarian. I fall within that category. So Jupiter is my ruling planet. I'm a fire sign, which is a muted sign. And I would say mutable.
And you are my
It's another word.
compatible. You are my compatible sign.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a
And
Gemini.
so, Oh, wonderful. Hey, D Marble.
Hey,
D
Sassy, how you doing?
Marble.
Oh, fancy seeing you here.
Well, I appreciate the invite. I just got off a call with Sean Karen at True Frequency Radio. Saw an invite over here and decided to pop in. What's going on, lady?
What's up? Not a whole lot. We're talking about 3 subjects today. We're talking about first the eclipse, and then we're going to move on to the right of self-determination. It has to do with starting our own community and astral projection. But we're getting into a little bit of both of that right now, because with the eclipse, a lot of things were opened up to me because I was receptive and I actually got in tune with Mother Nature. So we're just talking a little bit about those experiences that have gone on since the eclipse. Have you had any experiences since? Were you prepared? Did you do any rituals?
I wouldn't say rituals per se, but I was on the panel during the eclipse, and honestly, I was out in the grass barefoot. I didn't take the advice of the scientific community. I actually decided to look at the sun with my naked eyes. I still have a little sunspot, so I can't, when I'm writing or typing, I have to pull my phone in really close to look at that. But I didn't go blind like they said we would. And, I wanted to do the grounding because Dearth, Dave Weiss, he was talking, you want to be connected to Earth because you can get these, this kind of free energy from the Earth because we're all connected like that. So I was grounding, I guess, during the eclipse. So I'm on the panel with the guys. I'll kind of tune out and just stare at the sun while I got my feet in the grass. And honestly, my experience was the next morning I got, my phone alarm. I got it set for like 4:30 in the morning, and the song that goes off is that song is like an instrumental. It's called "Time," and it's from that Charlie Chaplin speech. You remember that one? I wouldn't want to be a ruler over anyone. I'd much rather help people, black man, white, Jew, Gentile. I mean, that goes through that whole thing. The music background to that. So while the alarm was going off for about 2.5 minutes, while I was half asleep, I remember hearing that song in the background, and I remember I was standing on top of this high plateau, like overlooking this beautiful valley. I could see this nice looking city off in the distance, and everything just looked flat. And as the music kind of built itself up, more people joined me while I was just looking off into the future, seemingly, and I could see the sun rising and everything. It was like the most vivid dream I've had in a few months. And I mean, I just woke up with a big smile on my face because the music was still playing. I was like, that was cool, because a lot of it felt the energy was like at that meetup out in Seattle, like I was surrounded by like-minded individuals, and we're all looking in the same direction. That was the energy that I woke up with. So that was really cool. The day after the eclipse.
Wonderful. That's amazing.
It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, I was talking about
Very nice.
how my dreams changed. I started being able to dream again, which I hadn't for a long time. And also I received a lot of downloads of knowledge, information, and my third eye started opening to the point where if I close my eyes, I can envision things. Like the laptop right now is like white. I can see the outline of it, and I can see, like, when I put my hand in front of my face, I can see the outline of my hand, and there's a color, there's an aura there. And so that is new for me because I realized it when I went to lay down and turn the light off, and I was just like, well, this is weird. I know my eyes are closed, but it's like I could still see. And like I could still see people on the telephone when I was talking to them. It's crazy. I know it sounds crazy,
No, it doesn't sound
But
that crazy. It doesn't sound
what's
that
been
crazy to me at all.
Hey man, I
because
gotta
I
say this. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I just wanted to say before we got started, man, D Marvel, man, I've been watching your videos. I've been sharing your videos, bro. You've been killing them, man. You've
Hey,
been killing them.
I appreciate it, man. That's part of this whole thing. We've all had this feeling like we were meant to do something, and I kind of feel like that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So it gives me a special kind of energy, inspired kind of thought process behind this. I feel like I just get these ideas, and it just kind of goes. It's like right on time. With these things, so I'm just trying to flow with it, man, and explaining things as simply as I can, and just like I tell everybody, I'll continue doing the best that I can with this thing. So I appreciate it, man. I really do.
Yes,
Brown,
you
No
if you
do.
come
problem,
back,
bro.
Wait, what happened?
I think we were trying to talk at the same time. I was saying that you do an amazing job. Like I always look forward to your uploads, and I try to catch them as soon as I see the prompt for it. I'd be like, clickbait. You got
Oh, here we go. Well,
Hey,
thank you,
look, I ain't
Sassy.
got
I
no, I
didn't
ain't
want to
got
be
no
blushing in
man
front of
crush.
everybody, man.
Hey, look, bro, I ain't got no man crush in that, but bro, you be killing them. Hey, especially with the facts, man. You go straight to the facts, bro. So like people who I want to prove some shit to, I send them your videos, especially with the one where you were talking about the eclipse and the checkmate. Hey man, I
Oh.
send it to them. They can't debunk it, bro. You kill them. You kill them.
Ah, thank you very much, man. Like I said, doing the best I can with what I got. People make fun of me because what I do is so simple. Like you can't sit here and expect to disprove thousands of years of science with a flashlight and a globe. I'm like, oh yeah, if you say so.
Yeah, you do it though. You do it
You
well,
know.
bro.
do.
Thank you very much.
I
I
especially
appreciate it.
loved when you did the around the globe one, and I know that's not the title, but that's just what I choose to call it to remember, where you busted the your friends, you call them, and y'all are all in different areas and time zones, and so you guys were seeing the sunrise, sunset, or the moon and the sun in that last case up at the same time, and that just blew me away. It's one thing to hear you talk about it, but then to actually see the visual, just I love showing people your videos because it's the showstopper is what I call it, because I post it and they don't come back with anything. It's just like they get sucked in, and that's exactly what I want.
You're right, right. I'm probably gonna have to do a condensed version of that video, like just quick supplemental, just show okay, where half of the globe is lit, then show the phone calls, and then the little editor's note afterwards, just to kind of break it all down. I might try to splice in that supplemental where I shine the flashlight on the globe where it was only half lit, and then you see the sun kind of in the UK, and then I come around the back and I'm like, but Australia's in complete darkness. Aha! So. I'll try
Yeah,
to come
man.
out with something shorter, but that's what I was saying, man. The sun is the smoking gun,
Yeah,
and that's something that we can repeat because we have the technology now. I mean, we're doing Google Hangouts. I've seen Hangouts. I've been on Hangouts where the people in like New Zealand. Charm Fear, she's out there. Zulu One, I think he's in New York. I mean, we can do these things all the time as long as somebody has the capability to do a screen record. I mean, everybody could just go outside and say, "Yep, sun's right there. I'm in Tacoma. I see the sun over here." You know what I'm saying?
but
We can all do
nobody has
this.
pulled the video off where everybody well on the phone at the same time. You was on the phone with a guy and he was in a whole nother part of the world and it was still daylight where it was supposed to be dark. And it's nothing anybody can say about that shit. They tried to say, oh well, they were it was lies, the time stamps were different. They would fuck that. That shit was real, bro. and I respect you
Right.
for that, man.
I appreciate it. That's why I did the whole screen record. I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave all these files on my desktop. There's some pictures, there's some others, I mean, links and whatnot. Nothing incriminating or anything that would defame my character, I believe. But you know, you could see the date at the bottom where it said August 12th, and you could see the time up in the corner. You know, it's actually 1:03 when I called Matt in the UK. He showed me what time it was. That call lasted about 3 minutes, 2.5, whatever, and we got off the phone. And then when I called Luke, it was 1:06, and you could see that the time signature on the laptop. That's why I did that, so nobody could come back and say, "Ah, that's fake." Oh no, it's not. That all happened in one shot. So don't even try it. You know, I mean, it wasn't the prettiest operation, but you could see exactly what happened right there. And you know, just to make stuff so simple that anybody that sees it gets it. That's the important thing. That's how we're going to wake people up to this right there.
True, true, true. And you know, as being a flat Earth proponent and a person who's for the flat Earth, and you know, just knowledge in general, man, I appreciate you, bro, because you're doing something that's needed sorely, and I need to get on your level, man, and everybody need to take you for example. I appreciate that, and I'm gonna do the same, bro.
So yeah, the eclipse itself, let's talk a little bit about the motions. I was in and out of a few of the streams this week. I didn't have a lot of time to participate because of the fact that survey was going on at my job. We did fairly well, and no real issues. We got one gig, one citation, but it's something that we can fix because, you know, we're just cool like that. I was in and out of some streams, and I had an opportunity to look at two different video postings about the eclipse. One from Dearth about the shadows, which I consider to be Rahu and Ketu, and another body that was up there because it kept passing over. And then I also saw one where this guy